We're gonna switch it up real quick. Switch it up in general real quick. How y'all doing tonight? Everybody that's in here tonight, right now. We're gonna get it started. Y'all give me just a few minutes, just finalizing just a couple things here. Get Adam on the line. You know you're a busy man. Give me just a couple minutes here. We're gonna get it started. Just stay here. Let me some lightning show. Let me some lightning.
Said she want the green, so we smoke what she likes. She gets. She said she had a man, but he's gone now. Always telling men they need to calm down. She right. We trip. She'll tell it like it is. And she don't sugarcoat it. Know what she worth and she don't need controlling. Smart, beautiful, she live life in the moment. No wasting time, so I ask her what she wanted. Said she want a vibe, so I wrote one. Said she want the green, so we smoke what she likes. She gets. She said she had a man, but he's gone now. Always telling men they need to calm down. She right. We trip. She said she want a vibe, so I wrote one. Said she want the green, so we smoke what she likes.
One more minute, y'all.
No. Said she had a man, but he's gone now. Always telling men they need to calm down. She right. We trip. Dime lo que quieres. Sabe que no tengo solo tipo de mujeres.
What is good, everybody? It is Friday, finally Friday, TGIF, guys. I'm not even playing. It's been an incredibly long week, but y'all know I've been looking forward to the review room all week. So how many people are in here right now? I don't know if my chat's lagging or there's just no lightning bolts in the chat. I need to see some good energy. I feed off y'all's energy. Y'all already know that we have a very special guest that's joining us here in the review room. I've been talking about it all week, and I've actually told y'all a few stories about this man in the review room. I never mentioned him by name, but now y'all are gonna get to meet him, ask him questions. Really dope individual, great energy. Y'all, I'm super excited to welcome somebody that actually helped me get my trademark and my copyrights in place, and that is Mr. Adam Freeland, who is an IP lawyer. Adam Freeland, how you feeling, man?
Feeling great. How about you, Amar?
I'm doing
good. Thank you for having me today.
Yeah. I've been looking forward to this all week. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I've been telling people about this. I've actually told a few stories about you here in the review room, so it's actually cool to get you in here to talk more about you and your life and your journey leading up to your success right now. So for anybody who's not super familiar with you and what you do you want to introduce yourself a little bit?
Sure. And thank you for spreading the the word about me, like Amar said, I do intellectual property law, and that covers a lot of areas of law actually. But we're going to focus tonight on the trademark and the copyright aspects of intellectual property. And what intellectual property is, it's basically rights. You do something, you create something, or you want to show the world something, that is a brand, a product, a graphic, a song, a film, then you're creating a right to that thing. And basically what it boils down to is who gets to use that right, and the law allows the author, the creator, the songwriter, the exclusive right, given that the prerequisite steps are met under the law and under the different agencies that handle those areas. And so a little bit about me, I am from Louisiana, and I got to Texas as fast as I could. I started out in biology, and I had a really great mentor in college who ran the technology transfer department, and they told me that I could go into law with a biology degree and be involved with pharmaceutical patents, different kinds of medical technologies, and that kind of piqued my interest. And going through college and finishing it out, I kind of dabbled in writing because I saw that there was a lot of emphasis in the sciences on writing. And I did a little bit of scientific writing. I did a couple of studies at Pennington Biomedical, which was a big biomedical facility in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. But I also kind of trended towards creative writing, and the creative juices are, they're addictive. You get to work on some kind of thing that is yours, and it just kind of you become a conduit for the muse, and so and I think that's relatable to a lot of people out there who have their own story, their own the song to sing, their own vision to produce on film. And in practice, I've actually got to work with a lot of great people, including yourself, Amar, who are just visionaries in what it is they're trying to achieve, and what it is they're trying to protect. And that's ultimately what my goal is with all of my clients, is just protect my clients, protect what their babies are, protect their babies. And I'm sure every single song that you write and compose, every aspect of it is precious to you. And the law gives you rights to each of those components of the song, the lyrics, the composition, the style, all of those things can be protected under copyright. And then of course your name, Amar Monroe, it's your identity. It's who you're presenting yourself as to the world. And that brand is so important, not only to you, but to people who consume and enjoy your music. So, if I were to boil down the two areas of law to help everybody understand the different, a lot of my clients, they say, I want to get a copyright. I'm like, okay, let's get you a copyright. And like, okay, my company name's going to be Bizarre Things, and I'm going to sell computer chips. And I'm like, that's trademark. That's not copyright. And so they get the terms confused. So copyright's more protecting the thing itself, what it is and what it does. Especially in patent law, what it does matters a lot. But in copyright, more it is what is the thing. And in most cases, in a lot of my clients' cases, it's either their songs, their films. I've even done wine. I've done I've done employee manuals.
Yeah.
you know, because employee manuals are important to companies, and
Yeah.
they put a lot of work into those things. They really do.
Well, hold on.
So
Let's switch gears a little bit because you're talking. You definitely have a lot of accolades. I love that you're talking about them. I obviously you've done a lot, and that's cool that you even mentioned the fact that you were in biology at first and then kind of like pivoted over to law because you realized you could do something with that. I think that's really dope. But I want to know a little bit more about Adam. You said you were born in Louisiana. You moved to Texas. So first of all, like, did you always know that you wanted to be in law? Was that something that you always, you said you wanted to do biology, right? But what aspect of biology were you interested in before?
So what really drew me to biology was just the inner workings of the body. How everything works. Why do we dream when we fall asleep? Why do we get sore when we work out? Why do we have to eat so much in a day? Things like that. And I was just really interested in the mechanics of the body. Growing up, I played a lot of sports, baseball, I swam, fitness and health. That was all very important to me.
Yeah.
I guess that's initially why I was interested in biology.
That's so interesting, like how your journey kind of took place. I mean, like, you say you started out in biology, went to law, you've worked with people who've done wine. You told me you work with oil and gas. Obviously, you've worked with, singers, songwriters, artists, and things like that. I think it's amazing to see how versatile, you can be, especially in something like law. And I am really glad that you started talking about copyright and trademark. I just wanted to ask if anybody in the audience has any questions tonight about copyright and trademark, please feel free to ask. Adam's in here. He definitely wants to clarify the differences between those so that whenever you guys have a consultation with him, you're not asking him questions like, what's the difference between a copyright and a trademark, right? But I just wanted to put that out there. If y'all have any questions, definitely just throw them in the chat. We're checking it out. Adam's got it up on his phone, so he's ready. All right. You mentioned earlier that you had a mentor that kind of helped you out or helped you pivot from maybe biology to law. What was there like a specific experience that you had with this mentor that really influenced you to go into this field?
Yeah, so the mentors are crucial to career development because they know the game that everyone's playing in the field, and they know here's how it's being done currently. And as long as you position yourself this way, you'll soon learn how to play the game as well. And having someone like that is super important. And so my mentor in college was my cousin's husband. And I say my cousin, she's actually my dad's cousin, so they're much older than me. And he basically did the small business financing for startup companies. And I think the most impressive, I guess, the big moment, the big ta-da, this is it, this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life was when I went to this meeting. It was just like we were at the Hilton downtown in Baton Rouge, and they had an event. It was similar to Shark Tank, and I'm blanking on the name because they had a clever other kind of name for it. But basically, it was this nice ballroom. We were all at these white linen tables, and they had students from my school in different colleges. They would come in and pitch their ideas, and they actually had real investors in the community who were sitting down, and they were judging the ideas just like Shark Tank.
Yeah.
And I said, and I'd been watching Shark Tank a lot during that time. I loved Shark Tank. Kevin O'Leary, Mark Cuban. Oh gosh, I love those guys. And so I was highly impressionable on that kind of startup culture. And so and that's where I said yes, I'm going to do patent law, because every startup has a product offering. The big product that got pitched at that specific event was this app on a phone to deliver groceries. and this was back in, 2013. They wanted to make an app to deliver groceries, and I don't know how they're doing now, but they were like the clear favorite that night. And that app, you take a smartphone application and you can break it down into many different IP components. You got the code behind it. That's copyright protectable. You've got the graphics that go into the little thumbnail when you go to the App Store. That's copyright protected. And then you got the brand name. That's the trademark. Then you've got all the different functionalities, and you got how the app, locates different people in the world and says, okay, they need groceries, and it sends it back to the person who's going to go get the groceries, and it reroutes information, and that's the patent.
Yeah.
That's that's the juicy stuff. That's the big money stuff there. So that whole thing is really what opened my eyes to intellectual property, and how it basically starts out in the industry, in the technology transfer department industry. There are these big departments at every university, and they go back and forth with their faculty, and they say, what have you been working on? What's your research? And they say, how can we protect this? And these universities are filing patents. And so the big draw to me was, I want to do that. I want to help the inventors. I want to help the people who are creating protect their stuff.
Yeah.
And so that was the big moment.
Honestly, I think it's super important, right? Like you said earlier, these things are super, especially as artists, these things are very close to us. We want to make sure that nobody else goes off with our name, our lyrics. For me specifically, I wanted to make sure that my name was protected, and I know you know that because you're the one that actually helped me with all my copyright and trademarking stuff, and you were the one that broke that down for me. So shout out to Adam, y'all. Can I get some good energy in the chat for Adam for taking the time to hang out with us tonight in the review room, answer a few questions, just chop it up. By the way, Adam, are you ready to critique some music?
I think so.
All right.
I think so.
I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised with the artists that come in here tonight.
Yeah, I'll have to get out my pen and notepad and go to town. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So we're actually going to be playing some Texas stuff tonight. We got a few people that submitted some songs. I'm going to start off the night with a song. This is called Tip of Texas by Two Throat Click. This is the Insomniac edit, and we're going to show our people here, which is Wizard and, of course, Insomniac, some love. I'm going to go ahead and share this stream with you, Adam, so make sure you hit that watch stream button on Discord. Go ahead and do that right here, and just let me know if you can see that. And then I'm going to share the screen with y'all here so y'all can see it, and we're going to get it started. Let me know if y'all can hear everything. This is...
If there's anything better than getting a few of your favorite things from McDonald's.
You guys... Why is everything so subscription based now? I'm tired of the ads. I'm tired of the... Nah, but real talk. I need
that graphic is pretty amazing.
Isn't it?
I'll say that.
Isn't it cool?
Yeah.
I'm just waiting on this ad to go away, and then I can play the song. When did ads get to be so long? They used to be like 5 seconds. I mean, like the ones you see on the apps and stuff. Oh my goodness! And y'all are seeing
it's
this,
a necessary evil.
For real.
Necessary evil.
So which is something I want to talk to you about tonight. Actually, I want to cover this this tweet that I saw about making all all streaming platforms pay. Like not allowing like a free option or whatever, but we're gonna talk about that later. We're gonna start with this song, Two Throat Click, Tip of Texas. Let me know if y'all can hear it, and what y'all think.
Nevertheless, you gotta respect. Doesn't matter where you're from, take yourself. I'm ready to wreck. message. It's most likely you didn't even get it.
You hearing this, Adam?
Reference to the messages off the tip of text.
I really
My
like
message.
that.
It's most likely you won't get your best. Too bad with a click that I claim. Sippin' drink when I'm flipping it right. Too bad with a click that I claim. Sippin' drink when I'm too bad with a click that I claim. Sippin' drink when I'm right. Too bad with a click that I claim. Yes. Staying high off the Mary Jane at the tip of text where we slinging in days. Doing dirt, putting work on the grind. Get jokes, cause I'ma get mine. Staying high off the Mary Jane at the tip of text where we slinging in days. Doing dirt, putting work on the grind. We ready to shine, we ready to shine. Keep it crunk on the mic when I rap. Spit the truth so I earn my respect. Anybody out there wanna test, pop with me, and then you fucking with the best. Put it down for the West of what I love. Showing love to my thugs that down with us. Put it down for the homies in the hood and all the fallers. So help us. 556 to the 713, making beats for the streets. We ain't nothing but heat, hooking up with a Houston franchise. Ain't no competition when you hit is obsolete. It's my turn to speak, turn to speak. So cop this shit. Be the block and stack my grip. I told y'all from Texas, from Central City, West Coast to the tip of Texas. From Central City, from Central City, from Central City, West Coast to the tip of Texas, Texas.
That was Two Throw Click with Tip of Texas. Let me know what y'all thought about that one in the chat right now. Adam, what were your thoughts on that track? Are you a fan of chopped and screwed music? Are you a fan of that whole scene?
Yeah, you know, there was a period when I was swimming a lot back in high school where this was like some of my favorite music to listen to, and this kind of took me back to that time. And I really like it when a bass line gets chopped up like that, and there's like you're expecting the beat to hit, and then it slows down, and it's like, ooh, that's a good feeling. Coming to a wedding near you soon, gonna be played. I can imagine.
No, definitely, I like that one. I thought it definitely encapsulated the Houston, you know, that sort of feel. I like the way it was chopped and screwed.
West Coast to the tip of Texas.
Hook right there.
From Central City, from Central City.
I like that right there. Yo, Insomniac. I love your chops. I love your chops and screws. I love all the remixes you be doing. That was cool. I like that. Y'all already know I'm a fan of the Two Throw Click. Shout out Uncle Craig in the chat tonight. Shout out everybody else who came through and everyone who submitted. We're gonna go ahead and go to the next track, but don't worry, Adam, we got plenty of questions for you tonight.
Perfect.
So next song we're gonna play for the night is gonna be a Frank 77 joint. This is a song I believe Frank said was a demo that he wanted an actual critique on. He wants to know if there's anything that he needs to improve on in this song. So let's see what we got right here. Y'all know Frank be cooking up them ski mask type beats. We gotta listen to this right here. There's not really a graphic.
Going over, yeah, I'm going dope for dope. Got a K inside a whip and a currency. You ain't see the scope, but I just put the money in stock and handle all the Rico when I get the powder shots. I can't stop. Better hold you on if you ain't never pop. I just disappear and then I drop the top. I've been ballin' since a kid, yeah, I'm up. And I got it on my own, I can't stop. Better hold you on if you ain't never pop. I just disappear and then I drop the top. I've been ballin' since a kid, yeah, I'm up. And I got it on my own.
Black, big stacks of cash, put a band on it. I'm big and I'm black, and I'm bad on it. Gee, and I'm bad on it. Drip got the fashion, put the tags on it. Bangs on the counter Some of the team and watch him lay it at. Put it on my head, don't need no backup. Yeah. The whip is looking like a bathroom, it got
How
aims
y'all
on
feel
it.
about this
My
track
money
right here? Let me know in the
tainted, I been
comments.
tryna get these stains off me. I gave her tips and she been tryna put her brain on it. She go
Let's go,
crazy,
Frank. Let's go.
insane. I can't stop, yeah. Me cannon, bitch, I'm all in out. They try to think to put a nigga
What's good, everybody? If y'all are in here right now, let me get a like. Let me get a like on the chat real quick.
I can't stop. Better hold you on if you ain't never pop. I just disappear and then I drop the top. I've been ballin' since a kid, yeah, I'm up. And I got it on my own. I can't stop. Better hold you on if you ain't never pop. I just disappear and then I drop the top. I've been ballin' since a kid, yeah, I'm up. And I got it on my own. Got it on my own. I don't really give a fuck. I ain't got shit to say. Bitch, get up on my face. I be swerving through my hands. Can't hold my hand. What the fuck? Yeah, it's over with.
Yo, you guys, give me 1 second here. Did y'all notice a change in quality of the sound in the last like 10 or 15 seconds of that? Because I don't know if I just did something on my end that might have changed the sound quality. Everything sounded good. Nothing sounded like it changed.
Sounded good to me.
Oh, okay, cool. Because I was hearing it weird for a second, but that shit was fire. I really like the melodies on that. I feel like some parts could have had a little bit like more conviction, like in the singing and stuff. But I mean, I don't think it was like a singing song, so it kind of fit with the vibe. I really enjoyed that. I want to listen to that one again.
Yeah, that was a vibe out song for sure. So when I was first listening to it at the very beginning, yeah, you hear that angelic choir.
Yeah.
I love tracks with that kind of that angelic background, and then it kind of gives me like, you know who Hoochie is? Hucci.
I haven't heard of Hoochie. Have y'all heard of Hoochie in the chat?
Gives me Hoochie vibes. Man, he's good. He's real good. If you haven't heard, check out his tracks.
Yeah.
I think Montana is my favorite by Hoochie, Montana, and then in the middle this Tunchi style verse, and I was just like, damn, not bad. Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, I did like this one. I like listening to it. I mean, if I had any sort of critique for it, it would just be
black, big stacks of cash.
maybe just layer those vocals a little bit on that hook, just so it sounds more full. I mean, I know y'all know I like a full sound. It just sounds like maybe his vocals are kind of in the background, so maybe just even turn them up, put some layers on it, maybe just pan them out a little bit. It just sounds a little empty to me on those parts. That would be my critique. But if anybody here in the community has a critique for that or has any suggestions, definitely let us know. But I like the overall vibe of the song. Pretty sure Adam was vibing with it too. So that was We Got Bands by Frank. Make sure y'all show Frank some love. They said Trench Mob vibes. Yeah, like on the mix I'd have some delays going there. Yeah, that'd be cool. I just put her through the studio to hear it for real, and it was legit. Wizard, appreciate you for sharing that information, bro. You already know we like to hear how it sounds on the 10s, on the 15s, and I know y'all be rocking with all that expensive equipment. So thank you, everybody who has joined us tonight. Of course, you know, we got to ask Adam a few more questions. We can't let him get away without letting us know every single detail. No, I'm just playing. I did have a few more questions for you, though, especially in terms of, like, your music taste. So, you know, you're here in the review room with us tonight. We play kind of a versatile variety of music. So what do you jam to on your, like, everyday, you know, commute or gym workout or what have you? What do you jam to?
Man, that's got to be the toughest question, because my tastes are constantly evolving. Constantly, I go through phases, and right now I'm listening to a lot of like 2 Feet, just kind of like chill guitar, but like slow style. It's electronic, slow guitar. Just music to kind of just vibe to.
You like lo-fi?
Lo-fi is good. Lo-fi is good. I like. I mean, I came up there in Lil Wayne and Drake, and so I'll always go back and
Drake.
listen to those.
Drake.
I know. I said the controversial name, but remember, I was listening to Drake way
No, I'm
back in the
playing. I'm
day.
just kidding. We won't get in. We're not gonna get into that. We won't get into that.
I haven't touched Drake since 2013, man. I mean, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. So, yeah, right now, yeah, I like to listen to remixes of old songs. Like I've been listening to a lot of Nirvana remixes, and then I'm always going to be a sucker for the Eagles. Eagles and Arctic Monkey. I really love those bands. And I do like some of Justin Bieber's songs, Taylor Swift songs.
All right, tonight we're kicking our first guest off with a music review. No, I'm playing. No, I'm just kidding, bro. No, valid list of artists for sure. Arctic Monkeys, Justin Bieber. Even if you're a Swiftie, all are welcome here in the review room. Even if you're a Swiftie. No, I'm playing.
I said a couple.
I see we do have a question in the chat for you, Adam. So this is from AKA The Wizard. He said, I was taught how to copyright my own music in college, like by going to the U.S. Library of Congress and filling it all out, sending a file in, etc. Is that sufficient to protect with copyright?
Okay, so basically when you're filing anybody can file a copyright. You don't need an attorney to do copyright. And, frankly, you don't need an attorney to do trademark. However, you'll get into complications more often in trademark law because of the saturation in the market for names and things like that. So the way I would tell a client is, for trademark, 50% of the work is creating a thing, is brainstorming your name, creating a logo, and then the other half is the application itself. So basically, if you just want to create, and you just want to you don't want to go through the headache of the trademark application process, that's when you get an attorney to step in. But copyright, anybody can file a copyright. So basically, what you're going to do for copyright is you're going to fill out the form for the application. You can put down all your author information, and then you're going to submit the file to the Copyright Office, and they're going to take care of everything on submitting to the library, and they're going to do all that for you. And then once they review and make sure that you met the minimum requirements for copyright, and man, they're so low, you're gonna get a little notice in the mail that your copyright's been registered, and that registration is super important for many reasons. And in copyright law, the copyright right, the right you have to exclude other people from using your work of art,
mm-hmm.
It exists when you create the thing. So like you go into the studio, you mix your beat, you mix in your lyrics. There's your copyright. It's done that night when you lay your head down to rest. And
the poor man's copyright.
That's your copyright. It's not. It is the legitimate copyright. It is. It's there. You have it. It's not. I wouldn't even call it a poor man's copyright because under the law it's recognized and it can be enforced against people. You can go to court just on that. You can show, look, here's you got to do some homework. You got to go in and you got to get the metadata, and you say, look, I mixed this song on May 31st, 2024. I went on and put it in for submission on a YouTube channel, and they played my song. I let them, and then some random guy in Maine was watching it, and he took it and sold a bunch. He made an album out of it, and started selling it.
Yeah.
You can go to the courtroom. You can go to the courtroom today, and you can get an injunction against him, and he has to stop selling it. What the copyright registration does is, if he made a lot of money while he was selling that album, then you'd be entitled to disgorgement of his profits under the law. It's called disgorgement. So basically, all money that he made is yours. You can't get that with a copyright that you just make and you lay down, you wake up the next morning, and there it is all over YouTube.
Yeah.
You can't get a disgorgement remedy, and so the registration is it's basically your declaration to the world. If you copy this, you will not make any money, because the registration is a presumptive proof of the copyright, and then now he has to show that, you know, all these different things to get out of paying you any money.
Yeah.
You know, and it's that simple. But yeah, no, it's not a poor man's copyright. The federal law will recognize that your copyright exists the moment it's created, and so but the only remedy you'd be able to get is an injunction. You stop them from doing the bad thing, you know. And if that's all you want, if you're really good at going onto YouTube and issuing takedown notices, YouTube, Amazon, they're all gonna respect that. They're all gonna respect that right that you have, and they're gonna it's called a DMCA challenge. And
Yeah,
you know,
we're all probably familiar with
there's
that
a
one.
whole yeah. So you know, it certainly helps YouTube and Amazon to see that you've gone and you've registered the copyright, because then it's more proof. But I mean, you could get the same job done if you just show them the metadata and you say, hey, this stuff was created here. You know, here's when the video went up. Obviously, the video went up after. You know, my metadata shows that this thing was created. You know, if you've got some information out there or some metadata showing that predates what I've got, you know, go for it. Show me it. Let's see it.
Yeah.
But unless you don't, you got to take it down. So, you know, that's typically how it goes. So, I mean, you get the same job done. It's just way easier with copyright registration. So,
you guys, are y'all taking notes right here? Y'all listening? He's spitting some gems, you guys. Thank you, Adam. We have another question too, from somebody that's kind of related to trademarking. Producer 915 said, I've shopped around and seen it's about $1,600 for trademarking an artist name with an attorney with the entire process included. Is this a fair price or too much? I think that kind of depends on where you are too, right?
Yeah, it certainly depends on where you are and exactly what you're trying to do. Trademark, I'll tell you, the price could be anywhere from, you know, hundreds of dollars to tens of thousands of dollars, depending on what you're trying to accomplish with the trademark. Let's for example, let's say that you're just going to go and get one class of goods. And so I guess, Amar, do we have time? Because this is going to be a long answer. So I'm gonna. We don't have to play any songs soon, do we?
We probably do have to play a few songs soon. So if we can answer the question, let's go ahead. I want producer 915 to get his question answered. So go ahead, man. Let me not.
Yeah. Okay. So let's first talk about class of goods. Class of goods is what product, what market you're trying to capture with your trademark. Every class of goods filing is $250. So if you're filing for one class of goods, so that's just one fee of $250, and then your attorney's fees. So, you know, ideally, what I've charged my clients for one trademark, one class of goods, anywhere between $700 to $800, right? So that takes into account my time and then the trademark filing fees, and then any kind of extra work that I have to do with the trademark office.
And it's a lot, guys. You know, I tried to do it by myself, Adam. I did, but it was a lot, man. And trust me, guys. It's I don't know. Maybe for someone who took like a class or whatever in college, wizard, maybe it's a little easier. But for I couldn't. There were things that I kept getting sent back, and it was just costing me more money than to just get someone to help me with it. So, definitely. I would advise to get with the lawyer. Like I just would. There's just so many little there's so much fine print, and there's so many things that could go wrong when it comes to like in the application process. So just
Oh yeah, because I remember for years they were like, oh, we need this statement now that you've claimed this type of class of goods. We need this statement from you. And so I had to go back and I had to get the statement from you, and then we had to go back to them, and
yeah.
and then we eventually got it. But yeah, there's some tricky things that the trademark office will do to make you work a little extra hard. And so if you're filing for a logo and you're filing for one class of goods, then $250 plus minimal attorney's fees. But if you're going to be doing a logo and a stylized mark and what's called a literal word mark, there's three types of trademarks you can get. So the logo is one thing, but the stylized mark is basically words written a certain way. Think Coca-Cola. That's a stylized mark. The way you see those words, Coca-Cola written out in white and red, stylized mark. But then there's also the trademark for Coca-Cola, literally Coca-Cola, the literal word mark. And so if I were Coke and I was just starting out my business and I was trying to sell my soft drinks, my class of goods would be beverages and food, right? Beverages and food. But then I'd have three trademarks. So that's three different filing fees for each of those, the logo, the stylized mark, and the literal word mark. That's a $750 filing fee because I have to do each word mark for each class of goods, right? And so it's extremely variable. These companies, they spend a lot of money on trademark filing fees alone because most times their product offering covers more classes of goods than just one. For software, for instance, you're gonna file a trademark in marketing and promoting a software good, and you're going to be trademarking for the electronics communications and any kind of class of good that has to deal with communicating electronically through smartphone media or other media. So
so can y'all see how this can get complicated? Like that's 3 different classes of trademark just for the word, like just for the word is what he's saying, and that's a lot, Adam. That's
oh yeah,
that's wild. I never even thought about that, like the stylistic choice of the word, then the word itself, and then the actual logo, and then like everything else. So it's just it's interesting when you kind of break it down like that. So producer 915 had a follow-up question. He said, so music, merchandise, tickets, and video are all different product classes?
Okay, so music is going to be a class of goods on its own. It's going to be digitally recorded media featuring audio sounds. And I could pull up the class of goods, and these descriptions are so long and they can get so complicated and so nuanced. But yeah, generally that's music's going to be one class of goods. Merchandise, that's going to be another class of goods. Tickets and video. So I guess what you mean by tickets is promotional media. That's probably going to be another class of goods because it's not appearing on merchandise and it's not appearing on your album or your digitally recorded media or your physically recorded media. So I would imagine that's going to be its own class of goods as well. And then for video, could you be more specific?
Maybe music videos is what he might mean.
For music videos, well, the music video, really that's so you're trademarking. What I assume is your author's name, your artist's name. What you'd want to do is there's probably a class of goods that covers music videos. But then you could also probably make an argument that the digitally recorded media category covers those videos. And so you could probably get that one kind of pigeonholed into that class of goods. Mm-hmm. So it really truly depends on what exactly you're trying to accomplish with that trademark in the medium that you're using. And so the short answer is I think yes, technically all four of what you just listed could be class of goods, but I think there's probably some wiggle room for that last one.
All right, you guys, listen, we're in here. Adam is answering y'all's questions. We're about to get back to the review. Listen, it's not too late to submit. If you want to submit, we got 10 more minutes. We got a little bit of time here, so we're going to go ahead and get back to the Catman. All right, I'm going to warn you right now, Adam. Gary actually, he I don't even know what he's coming with this, so just be prepared for anything.
Okay.
This is the Catman by Gary. Is it Brumet or Brumet? You're gonna have to correct me there, brother. This is the Catman. Let me know if you can hear it, Adam.
That's right. Yep.
All banjo or something? I'm feeling this one right. Sometimes my wife just yells this out randomly at home. Wizard, what the hell? Hey Gary, can I use this in some content? Oh, this is the cover? I don't think I've ever heard this song. Adam, have you ever heard the Catman?
I have, but it's not called the Catman. Yeah, that'd be a great segue to talk about copyright.
Oh yeah, we can talk about it after.
Yeah.
It's funny because he even said, he was like, when I posted on Twitter that we're gonna have an intellectual property lawyer, the first comment from Gary was, "It's time to post the cover." Oh my god, no it's not Wizard. That is not the real name of this song. Adam, please tell me it's a lie that that's not the real name of this song.
Well, it's not. It's called the Catman. We're listening to the Catman. But
oh no.
But there's a big but here.
Oh no.
It is. I would call it substantially similar to another song called the Scatman. And the Scatman.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know if Gary is the writer of the Scatman, but it's a great opportunity to talk about copyright law and copyright fair use.
Mm-hmm.
So fair use is a doctrine in copyright law that basically we have a collective body of works out there in the world, and you've each work of art is the building block for the next work of art. And so, the law allows you to use these works of art in a way that's fair And there's a whole, we could talk all night about fair use because there's all kinds of exceptions for what fair use is. In the song context, what gets artists into trouble a lot is the melody, and that bee bop boop bada bop. That melody, is an exact copy of the Scatman melody. Bebop in that song as well. So, and then that gets us into the question of remixes and, whether or not remixes are fair use.
Yeah.
Typically if you're gonna sample music from older works, make sure that you're doing your research. Make sure, is this a work of art that's in the public domain? Public domain means all rights have terminated and anybody can. So, think of like, Cinderella. That's or I guess Snow White. That'd be public domain material that Disney took from Grimm Fairy Tales, right? So that Grimm Fairy Tales was this old.
Oh yeah, I have that book actually. I think it's up there.
It's in the public domain, and anybody can take those stories and make whatever they want out of them. That's what's allowed. So I'm not sure how old Scatman is, and I'm not sure if I don't know about any of the rights involved with Scatman. It might even be a remix of some older song that's in the public domain, and if that's true, then the Catman is a perfectly fine. In copyright law, it's called a derivative work, and derivative works incorporate older works, and they modify them, they change them a little bit, and this is clearly a modification. It uses the entire melody of the Scatman. So when you're thinking about your songs and thinking about your creative works, it's important to understand the inspiration you get, where it comes from. Do the research. Make sure that the rights aren't locked down, and if they are, make a phone call. Ask permission. Most artists, I know Justin Timberlake's really good about this. He'll let you use his music. He'll let you play his music at least. Without initiating a DMC on you. But as far as, can I take Justin Timberlake's albums and sell them? I don't think he would let you do that. But I'm sure he'd be happy and open to discuss a remix to one of his popular songs.
The comments are funny. You guys are funny. You guys are hilarious. Talking about, why you blushing, Amar? Hey, Amar, didn't you? Yes, I did. I did sample that song and by Justin Timberlake. I don't know if you remember me, Adam, texting you like, hey, about that. I don't know if you remember that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and I think I just read a comment from producer 915, and he mentions parody, and that is another one of those fair use doctrines in parody. There's a famous case about parody, and it's the Barbie Girl song. Everybody knows that I think they're from Northern Europe, and they made a Barbie Girl song, and I'm blanking on the name, but anyway, Mattel sued them and they lost because they said parody, fair use. And so when we're talking about parody, though, you got to meet certain elements of parody as well to get that parody exception. It's just know the songs, and know how, when you change them, whether or not that change is going to fall within the fair use exception. And absolutely, parody can certainly be a defense if the Scatman author were ever to come out and say, hey, the Catman sounds real familiar to me.
Something suspicious about this song.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said before, fair use exists. There's a lot of exceptions. Parody is certainly one of the strongest exceptions in fair use, because parody is a free First Amendment, free speech right to parody, and you know, parody it's constructive criticism, in its most, you know, simplest form. And parody is super important, not only to copyright law, but to First Amendment law, because it enables authors to, you know, just add another building block to that great structure of works that we're working on, you know. So
So with that being said, if y'all ever get in trouble, just say it's a parrot. No, I'm just playing. I'm just kidding, guys. No, that's really good to know, actually. And that's Adam is spitting gems tonight, guys. Like, I hope you guys are writing notes. I hope you guys will come back and rewatch this video to, you know, revisit all these ideas, because I certainly am. I was gonna ask you something, because you were talking about fair use. You were talking about parodies. Oh, Weird Al. So that means Weird Al is like, he's always been covered under this like scope of parody.
yes,
That's so
he is the
interesting.
parody king.
Yeah.
He is the OG. I don't think anybody's come close to the level of notoriety Weird Al Yankovic has had with his parody music videos. They really were culture defining. So yeah, so that's another great example.
Yeah, no, definitely. Let's go ahead and curve back to the review. The next song we're gonna play for the night is one by SPOOG, which I'm gonna go ahead and give a special thanks to, y'all. SPOOG, I swear, bro. I called him before the review. I was like, hey, I got a question. So much love to SPOOG. Thank you for helping me out always and being a moderator here in the review room. But the next song we're going to play is one by him. It's called Karaga V, featuring Ashoka Was Here. Let me know what y'all think about this jam. I'm going to go ahead and share the screen. Let me know if you can hear it, Adam.
Oh, watch your step.
Oh,
Wow.
watch my step.
Atticus
There's another
doesn't
ad
work.
coming in the way. So, oh, man. Back in my day. ads were
Oh, those
5
necessary evils. You know, you
I
guys,
know.
when you've got your famous trademark and you've got your 2 million subscriber YouTube channels, you know, ads are just going to be another part of the business model, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. I'm just tired of them, man. I'm tired of getting bombarded with ads. Can't go nowhere without an ad. Can't listen to music. Can't even watch like subscription based like TV anymore, because now they're incorporating ads in their plans and stuff. I'm like, what the hell? But there was actually while we're talking about this, and while there's like 4 other ads playing, I saw something on Twitter recently from the founder of AudioMac. AudioMac is like, I don't know if you're familiar with it, but it's like it's a newer platform to post your music, like similar to Spotify or anything like that. But the CEO posted something earlier about subscription models being changed to where you can only get like 3 months free. And then there's like some in between sort of subscription. Let me find the actual post so I can read it to you guys. But I wanted to know if you think that this would be a good idea. I meant to find it earlier. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, I know Spotify gets a big chunk of change out of me every year.
Yeah.
I did Spotify free for a while, and then finally I was just like, look, I just want to listen to music. I just want.
Yeah.
It was jarring, you know. The ads were times. You know, it's just like you're
man.
listening to a chill track, and then, hey, do you have a toaster? Hey, do you need a, you know, whatever.
Hi, kids.
You know, hi
No.
kids. Please drink my sports drink, kids. You know,
Yeah.
like, yeah. No,
Okay.
thanks.
So this tweet, actually, I can share it with you in our Discord as well, but it says Sony Music is calling for an end to free music streaming services that are funded by ads. And Chairman Rob Stringer says, at Sony Music, we think everyone is willing to pay something for access to virtually the entire universe of music. In mature markets, we hope that our partners close that gap between free and paid. by asking consumers using ad-supported services to additionally pay a modest fee. This would help develop the segment of the streaming business to be more than just a marketing funnel for paid subscription and still be a tremendous value for users. What do you think about that?
Of course.
I'll post a link.
You have a big company, and how can we expand our revenue models? How can we tap into the consumer wallet more? Basically, when you have something new and like YouTube, for instance, like you could just go onto YouTube and watch YouTube videos all day, no ads, right?
Yeah.
And eventually they adopted the ad model because, it became such a household common thing that, nobody was not watching YouTube.
Yeah.
And if you took their YouTube away from them, they would probably pay to get it back. So with that logic, you take somebody's free unlimited access away and say, well, I'll give it back. How much are you willing to pay? I mean,
Yeah,
it just makes sense in the long run. It would be nice if they could maintain their revenue stream some other way and at least, if they're taking a loss on this, fine. They make up for it elsewhere, right? They're a big enough company. You think about those things, if the company's big enough and this is just so popular and it's giving the company so much goodwill, why cash in on the goodwill, this way? But I mean, it's complicated. There's a lot of things to consider when some big change like this happens to everybody's favorite streaming platform, everybody's favorite music, like SoundCloud. I used to listen to SoundCloud a lot, and then they started doing ads. Oh man.
I don't know. One thing that I think one of the members of our community pointed out about that post was like, not once did they mention the artist. I'm like, man, we're just still making pennies over here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, that meme where it's like 4 different people and they're like, you got paid this, I only got paid this, and the last guy's like, you all got paid. Like,
that's right. What was that movie? Was that Road Trip or something?
I don't actually. I've
never
seen the movie, but
it's classic. It's classic. Go watch it. It's really good. It's really good.
Well, we touched on a lot of great subjects tonight. I want to keep the stream going, so let's go ahead and review that song by SPOOG. This one is called Kuraga V, featuring Ashaka Was Here, y'all. Show some love to SPOOG.
老师，真便宜。
I want to talk to you about something regarding this sound.
Wub in there.
Yeah,
I like Little Wub.
oh yeah. He's something else, man. Incredible. Of course, he loves the right.
Oh, he was about to go hard there.
It wouldn't be SPWG without some sort of drop. I really love this cover art too. Is this AI or is it wow.
Yeah, that sounds like something my Spotify AI would recommend to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of the vibe I've been on lately. That was really nice.
Yeah, that was fire. SPWG always come through with the fire tracks. I really love that sound, bro. I don't think I've heard something like that from you before. I mean, maybe something like soft, but not like this vibe. It really did remind me of some chill, lo-fi, guitar type stuff. And I like what you did with this guitar loop. So shout out to SPWG. Shout out to Ashaka was here. Make sure y'all tap in with, of course, SPWG, but let's tap in with Ashaka as well. Am I logged in on Twitter on my computer? Yeah, I am. Oh, and we're already following. That's what's up. And of course, I thought I retweeted it. I'm gonna retweet that. Much love, you guys. That was dope. I want to listen to that again. I mean, what were your thoughts? We kind of talked about it during the song because we liked it so much. But like, what did you think about that?
Yeah, I mean the beginning, the guitar was really nice. The little clips of Wub, the little like kind of dub in there.
Yeah.
I really like that. Just like that kind of deep, grindy dubstep bass, man. That's always nice in reasonable portions, and I think he did a really good job of balancing it. So yeah, I think that was a good track.
I dug it a lot. SPWG says it's Ashoka. All right, it's Ashoka was here. My bad, y'all. Y'all know I'm about the pronunciations. I appreciate you guys for letting me know. So Ashoka was here. Make sure you tap in with her. Make sure you tap in with SPWG as well. Let's see what this fool's up to real quick. No, I'm just playing. Make sure you guys follow him on all platforms as well. Let's go ahead and go to the next song. This one here is going to be a song by Kadre. It's called Superstar. Listen, with a name like Superstar, one of my favorite songs is that song by Usher. You got a lot to live up to, man. No, I'm just playing. I already know this one's going to be a jam. Let's go ahead and show Kadre some love.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Baby girl so bad and bougie, got a bag from Gucci, and she sexy and gangsta, way she actually do me. I know she gon' snap it. Cameras always flashing. Red carpet action. Put on the billboard, the mama is a model. Gotta have them bundles on you if you really tryna holler. And you can't get a number, but you can go and press follow. I'm the type nigga keep playing with her. I already know she don't wanna be tied up. I already know she gon' hit me when she tired of it. I already know that
She really on the ground for it.
I already know, cause she always on the scene. In the highlight, tryna live it like a dream. Killing how she can, everybody in the means. Every time I see her face, girl, it make me wanna sing.
Seeing you getting in the black Porsche, gotta turn the trick for another fix. Seemingly all together, doing what you can just to stay in the mix. Trips are always open for the taking. V-shaped positions as walls, receiving hardships, dollars and fancy whips. No time for relationships.
Let me talk to you.
I know that you are thinking things are right. Bills are paid and things are popping right on time. Yeah, but it's in your mind.
Okay, Harmony.
There's a mirror in your right. Took a good look to
Yeah.
inside.
That's right.
Trying to hide through who you are. Wearing all this diamond rings. Trying to master in the pain. All the night trying to when you ain't stressing out for all the fame. And if I'm the one you are, you're more than just a star. 'Cause you're a superstar, but you don't know who you are. Find out the crazy things, restaurants and wineries, big girls and everything on the ring, but you still can't get. Show you who you are. Baby, you're a superstar. I know sometimes it's hard to be yourself, but it's easier than being someone else. Though you're putting on that mask, though Halloween has passed, but you still bust your ass. And the ones who know, you know that things ain't right. And your mama steady praying every day and night. She helped to bring you life, but you strayed so far, cause you don't know who you are. Cause now you're a superstar, you tryna hide who you are. Running out the style and ways, tryna master in the pain. All that I'm trying to
There, that going?
I'm in the studio right now. More than just a star, you're a superstar, but you don't know who you are. Restaurants and wineries.
It does have kind of like a 2000
to show you who you are. Hey, you're a superstar.
Now you wonder why they call you Trick, cause you live a lifestyle that's hit or miss. Now you're out street walking under city lights, cause you want your baby girl to have a better life. I care for you, pray for you. If you change, my homie's always there for you. Used to run real fast in the track though. Now them dudes running out the front and the back though. A beautiful girl, attitude made you ugly. Stuck in the world, I used to dream you was Miss Texas, America, Universe.
Damn shame she don't even know what she worth.
Can't stay, got her clubs and bars, cause she drawn to the flash and expensive cars. So I watch from afar and all, cause really what you are is a superstar.
Tryna hide who you are. Running out the style and ways, tryna master in the pain. All that I'm trying to do when you ain't stressing out all the things. From the one you are, you're more than just a star. Cause you're a superstar, but you don't know who you are. You're doing crazy things, restaurants and wineries. Because you everything on your brain, but you're still empty. To show you who you are, baby, you're a superstar.
damn. Hitting them notes.
You're a superstar.
So I enjoyed that. I thought it really did remind me of like some early 2000s,
Oh, yeah.
like late 90s type vibe there. What did you think about that, Adam?
Absolutely. Oh, I was loving it the whole time. That feels like it was produced at a professional studio. That it's been on the radio for 20 years. That's what that song feels like.
Yeah.
Like, are y'all pranking me? Am I getting punked? Is this song been out for a long
Kadre.
time and it's like really?
Man, listen.
Yeah.
Hey, Kadre's actually Houston based, I think. So we all gotta tap in.
It's a great song.
Yeah.
That is just. Now I'll say there's one thing. It was towards the end. The guy goes, "Hey, hey," and it just, I immediately thought of the Dave Chappelle show, and it just kind of took me out of the song for just a second, but then I was drugged back right back in.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was a great song. Great song.
I loved it. I really did love it. I love the vocal style. I mean, you know, it was just great. The harmonies were great. They were on point. Like the timing, the like 2 to 3 second ones. I love the precision of your harmonies in this. I thought the song, if I had like one critique, I thought the song was a little bit long. And that's like my only critique for that. And maybe that's just me. But you know, for me, I know that there's some songs that can be longer, and in order to like portray or convey the message you're trying to really put out there, it has to be longer. But for me personally, I think I think songs are good at like 3 minutes, around 3 minutes. But that's just me. I know everybody has a different opinion on that. What do you guys think about? I don't know. There was a singer recently that said songs don't need to be longer than 2 minutes and 30 seconds. What are y'all's thoughts on that, Adam? What do you think about that?
So, yeah, I mean, for marketing songs to the masses, yeah, shorter is probably better. Because I say this only because it's unfortunate because attention spans,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Yeah.
and the younger generations, they the attention span is different than the attention span of previous generations.
Yeah.
I mean, look at how much attention people paid to music when you look at how long the old symphonies were. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Mozart, Beethoven, Bach.
Yeah.
I mean, they went on and on and on and on, like 30 minutes. I mean, you know, and obviously as time's gone by, we've kind of cut down, you know, the what is an appropriate song for distribution. You know, but you know, honestly, I've heard some really great songs for 8 minutes, and I just don't. You know, like modern music, like there are some songs out there that are long, and I just don't want them to end. And I'm just sad when they have finally. I wish the artist could, you know, come up with a clever way to recapture all of what I just heard and throw in some crazy new thing for the last minute or another extra minute, you know. And then there are some songs where you know, hits the sweet spot.
Yeah.
And it does the job, and it only had to do the job in 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean that the song's worse. It doesn't mean that the person who had the song that went on for 8 minutes and was great the whole time doesn't mean that one's better. It's just what the song calls for, you know. And remember, you guys are all artists. You guys are all speaking through your muse, you know, and you're all creating, and you just do what feels right for you and what feels right for the medium and the community. And you know, if you got a lot to say, you got a message, drag your song out a little bit more. But if you got something catchy and snappy and you want to hook people, and you know, you just want to show them your mastery over, you know, it could be lyrics, it could be melody. 2-minute song, why not?
Yeah.
Whatever it calls for.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. You know, like you said, we're artists. Like, however we kind of want to tell the story, we can tell it. I just think a lot of songs, I don't know, maybe it's just me. I don't think most songs don't have any business being 8 minutes long. That's just like my opinion for modern music, right? But I mean, there are some exceptions. Like one of my favorite songs by The Weeknd is "The Party and the After Party," and it's like 7 minutes and 40 seconds long or something, and it's like a 2-part song. But you know, that's how he wanted to convey it. So I could definitely agree with that. But I did want to ask you something about a little bit more about your life and your background and stuff. So we kind of talked about what music you jam to, and you know, you said you jam to a little bit 2 Feet, but you know, you like Justin Bieber. You're a diehard Swiftie.
Take it out of context. Yeah,
No,
I like
I'm just
a couple
kidding.
Taylor Swift
I'm just
songs.
kidding.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. But okay,
Yeah, I
so
know.
if you could hop in the studio and make any genre of music, what would it be?
Oh man, believe it or not, I got some software in college that let me do just that. And I forget the name of the software. It was some just you could download it, and they had like a couple of samples. I think even Mac had like a sound studio that you could do samples, or you could make your own samples. And you know, I actually really loved to sit down and, you know, create what I thought were Beethoven level masterpieces, but really they were, you know, just how I passed the time. You know, a lot consistently with the songs, I was using a lot of classical instruments like guitar, violin. I liked things that just kind of were very melodic, You know, obviously I never had the time to record any vocals or I never really was the guy who was going to come up with the next level lyrics, you know, the witty lyrics. You know, I've always been a composer, right? Just composing the melody. So, you know, that's always, you know, if I could sit down now today, you know, I'd probably have a lot to talk about in a song. I could probably come up with some lyrics, and, you know, I could probably chat GPT.
All right, guys.
Some haikus.
All the producers in the chat, listen, send y'all's beats to Adam's LinkedIn right now. He's about to hop on this track, make the hottest track of 2024.
Oh, man.
Listen, we got some super talented songwriters in the community, Adam. If you want to make it happen, we can make it happen, all right? You'll hop on the track, we'll give you some bars.
Absolutely.
And then you'll teach me how to argue in court. It'll be like a, you know, no, I'm just playing.
I'll rap about summary judgment. That's right. That's right.
No, that's funny. Yo, we got a really talented artist who's coming up next that I want to show you. I'm excited about this song. I don't think I've heard this one. This is a Reese LA joint called Maniac. So I'm excited to see what we got going right here. I'm gonna share this screen with y'all and let me know what y'all think about this jam right here. Oh, we got lyrics? I love when there's lyrics. Wait.
New schools in my head, some people thought they'd be dead by now. I'm alive, mama, I finally made it to another level, too high to be down forever. Perusing, just trying to make music. Oh, they me because I'm dope, something that they don't know. I'm a flaws and base them so never perfect, just they float. Been a vessel for the soul, using skills that they didn't go. With the way I'm gonna go, I'll shift the flow. I got secrets up my street tricks out of this world, so damn unique. Very that there is excelling with a dream. Say the first thing in my heart, even if it's not gonna think about it. If I blow it to what I wrote it, keep that taking blasted product. I'm a maniac, kleptomaniac, ain't got my life together. New schools in my head, I'm so schizophrenic, virgin barbaric, too freaking doped up. I stay in depression, cause I'm a maniac, kleptomaniac, ain't got my life together. New schools in my head. I go drama when in love, drama when I'm crafting songs. I am not a team player, no, we won't get along. Think I need the rehab, I'm going through withdrawals. As you can see, I've been insane all alone. I'm so out of my mind and the pills don't help. In the closet all alone, barricading myself. Better think by hanging side, taking smiles, holding my lies. If you could read my mind, you'll be in for a surprise. Maybe full of myself, but I'm a twisted mastermind. I'm a maniac, kleptomaniac, ain't got my life together. The school's in my head, I'm so schizophrenic, virgin barbaric, too freaking doped up. I stay in depression, cause I'm a maniac, kleptomaniac, ain't got my shit together. The school's in my head, I'm a mind, and I feel don't know. With the closet all alone, barricaded myself. I'm a struggle, never love girl, who can grow up, feel the show up. I'm so out of my mind and the bills don't help. In the closet all alone, barricading my soul. Love girl, never love girl, who can grow up, feel the show up. If you could read my mind, you'll be in for a surprise. Maybe full of myself, but I'm a dynamic mastermind. I'm peace. I'm sorry.
I like it how at the end you kind of put a little bit of your personality in there. That was Maniac by Reese LA, and I have heard that song before. I'm pretty sure you brought it into the review room one time. Adam, what are your thoughts on that? I know we're kind of low on time here. I know you're a busy man. You got a few things to do after the review, or you know, in a few minutes here. But what were your thoughts on that track? If we could get you for just one more critique here.
Yeah, I thought it was all around a great song. The way the lyrics are spoken in songs is always, you know, been a, you know, people pay attention, right? And so, you look at great lyricists like Tenchi or, Machine Gun Kelly. They all have a way with how they say what they're trying to say, and they make it fuse almost flawlessly into the song and the beat. And this song is touching on that. There's a lot being said in this song, and the thought the lyrics were really good. And I really enjoyed, it was just kind of relaxing and not jarring. Didn't ever get taken out of the song in any way, so all around really.
Yeah. Yeah, I love Reese LA's lyrics. I think he's a really great songwriter. One of these days we're gonna get together and write a song. One of these days. But yeah, I mean, I think I've heard this one in the review room before. I think it's really admirable the way that, I mean, really, I think it's admirable the way you can put your heart in a song like this and kind of just write everything down that's going on in your head. Talking about loose screws in my head. Some people thought I'd be dead by now. I'm alive. Mama, I finally made it now. Like, I really appreciate your vulnerability in this song and how you're just willing to be so honest about, the thoughts that you have and everything like that. That's one thing that I can expect from a Reese LA song is transparency. So thank you for sharing that, Reese LA. I really appreciate you for coming into the review room tonight and showing us love. But let's show a big round of applause and let's get some good energy in the chat for Adam Freeland. He came through, spit some gems. He's about to spit some bars on one of y'all's tracks as soon as you send that into LinkedIn. Remember, he's a Swiftie, so send him some Swift lyrics. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding, guys. Don't do that. Let's maintain professional. If you guys have any questions for him, there is a description. There's a link in the description for his LinkedIn and his Fiverr. So if you guys have any questions or anything like that, tap in with Adam. But hey, Adam, before you go, is there anything you want to say? Is there any piece of advice that you want to give to the independent artists in the room right now, in regards to anything, really?
Yeah, absolutely. I've mentioned a couple, things a couple times tonight that, I've been in your shoes and I've actually worked on some songs, but my biggest passion's always been writing, whether I'm writing a judge or, but the most important writing to me is, the creative writing that I like to do, and I've been working on my biggest hit for 10 years now, and I still haven't gotten it out to the world, and one day I hope I'll get it out. I'm really proud of the work I've done in it. But my advice is, always be true to the message and your convictions behind that message. Because all of the great artists, they all had something new to say, and they had a new way of saying. And, one of my creative writing professors in college told me, it's not about what you say, it's about how you say it.
Yeah.
And I'll leave you guys with a joke. There's this corner in Italy where a pizza maker was making pizzas. And, he comes along and he says, I've got the best pizza in Venice, Italy, right? So another pizza guy comes along and he looks at the sign and he says, I've got the best pizza in Italy. And the next pizza maker comes by and says, well, I've got the best pizza in Europe. So obviously you see where this is going. So, I mean, as an artist, how do you rise above all of the market saturation? How do you rise above everything else everybody is saying? It's about how you say the thing that you're saying. The fourth guy comes along, he doesn't say, I've got the best pizza in the world, I've got the best pizza in the galaxy. He says, I've got the best pizza on this street. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate you. And like Amar said, you guys can follow me on LinkedIn. If you guys have any inquiries about anything that I do, I'll be happy to correspond with you, give you more information about what it is I can do. I really enjoyed listening to all of music that you've shared. I really am just thrilled that Houston continues to have such a thriving and ambitious music community. I'm really glad that I had this opportunity to sit down with you guys and just kind of kick it. So I really appreciate it. Take care,
man.
everyone.
Most definitely. Thank you so much for coming in the review tonight. Thank you for that story. That I'm going to tell that one later. But Adam, just 1,000 thank yous. We appreciate you for coming and giving us your time and giving us, just that super informative, explanations of copyrights, trademarks, intellectual property, all that good stuff, talking about the importance of getting your stuff trademarked, differences between everything, the complexities. I'm sure there's so many more things you could cover, but like he said, guys, hit him up in the link in the description if you have any questions. Thank you so much, Adam. You have an amazing night, and we will definitely have you on the show sometime again.
Sounds good, Amar. Take care.
All right, man.
Appreciate you.
All right, y'all, let's go ahead and Adam, make sure if you're still watching the stream here that you exit out of the video part. You guys, it's been an incredibly long week. I'm not gonna lie to you. Let's see what we have, how many more songs we have here. Let's see, who else still in the review room right now? I'll play y'all's music if you're still in here. I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I'm just really tired. I don't want to dip out early, but getting this live and in person event going has been the craziest thing. Like, I truly underestimated what it means to put an event together. Like, 1,000% underestimated. So it's a lot, but I'm excited to bring it to you guys. Tickets are going to go live tomorrow. You guys are the first people to know that piece of information right there. They are going to go live tomorrow, probably later in the afternoon, just because I'm just finalizing a few more things. But if you do want to come to the live and in-person version of the review room, the very first one, it's going to be here in Houston on June 14th at Casa Luz. All right, y'all hear me, at Casa Luz. It's the first time that I have announced the location of the live and in-person review room. Y'all are going to get an email about this later. If you're a part of the email list, much love to you. If you're not, just go to theamarmonroe.com, scroll down, and you'll see a little thing that says join the email list. But let's see. I think we're alone now. Loop City Slums, we're alone now. Don't deplete yourself, bro. I appreciate you guys for like caring and stuff. But I do want to play one more song for you guys before I sign out. And so for the next 4 weeks, it's gonna be pretty crazy. So what I'm gonna try to do, and I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm not gonna announce it until I have it set in stone by like the next couple days. But I'm gonna try to have a guest on the show every week. Y'all thought I was going to say every day. That would have been wild, huh? 31 guests. Oh, man. If only I didn't work, I'd do it. But, yeah, we're going to have a guest on the show every week. It's Pride Month. So we're going to do something amazing, guys. One of my shows, we are going to have an artist on the show. And let's just say one of y'all is going to get a cool piece of art. We got contests coming. We got lots of great things happening. All right, let me not give y'all too much. We're going to listen to one more song together, guys. And then I am going to sign out for the night. This is going to be Every Damn Cent.
Once more, a political drama is unfolding in Washington.
The U.S. is acting against the government it doesn't like and fighting a war by proxy.
What does that mean?
We will follow, in numbing detail, a trail of arms and money.
Every damn cent we paid. Every damn cent we made. Every damn cent we get. Every damn cent. Just touched down from Miami Beach, Florida. Head supervisor of the Northeast Corridor. This your first day? To me it's Thursday. Don't give a fuck about your birthday. I'm on some daytime, nighttime, anytime funk. Corporate got Bone Crusher in the trunk. We expense accounts, branch out to Alaska. Book the Concorde, it's faster. Used to hustle round bars, now the building's my payday. Multiply like I'm baby. No kids make him hit the skids, make the brats weep tears. We serve coffee and fear here. Before you take a breath, each morning think of death. Now we NDA, we take whatever's left. Empty out your soul, yeah, we at the crossroads. And we know you play along, yeah, we thought so. Every damn cent we paid. Every damn cent we made. Every damn cent we get. Every damn cent. I got a mine in Bolivia, 2 in Peru. Rocks from Namibia, yeah, quite a few. Got whole crews making tennis shoes. And we start a little fire if the workers refuse. That's the truth, meet your new boss Erica, chief liaison to South America. We got a project you gotta make a plan for. Ever think you'd start a land war? We got the tanks warmed up and the palms greased. It'll be a breeze, you might get to see some palm trees. We bought the airline so the time bombs hit the streets, we'll be in DC seeing cheese. Got the caviar, yeah, 100 racks of tin. Got the summer home ready, you just tell me when. We could get fresh down in the port of Miami. Break your contract, we'll kill your family. Every damn cent we paid. Every damn cent we made. Every damn cent we get. Every damn cent. Every damn cent we paid. Every damn cent we made. Every damn cent we get. Every damn cent.
That's a catchy one. I'm not gonna lie.
From the White House
I like the beat too. Like,
to Tehran. From Switzerland to Miami.
ooh, I like that little. What do the beginnings say?
Political drama
Oh.
is unfolding in Washington.
Oh, okay, I see. Yo, Every Damn Cent by Insomniac. I like that one. I think that was probably I think that's one of my favorite songs that I've heard you do. Like one of my favorite beats. It was coherent. It had structure, but it still had like a little bit of your touch to it, to where like it had the the brass, and then kind of like you use a lot of really peculiar sounds, and I think it's cool. Like I said, you have a signature sound, Insomniac, and I love that about your beats. And I love that if I heard 100 beats, I feel like I could pick out yours. So that's one thing I really enjoy about listening to your music. So Every Damn Cent, I'm gonna have to listen. Is that one on? Did you give me a link for that one on Spotify or on iTunes Music or anything? Because I want to listen to that one. Well, I mean, obviously I can listen to it on SoundCloud, but I just kind of wanted to show you love on this one on every platform. So I'm definitely gonna do that. But guys, all right, I think it's time for me to sign off for the night. I've been up since 6 a.m. My days are long. I gotta work on these. Gotta work on the website and a few things for the live and in-person event. So if you guys are coming down to Houston, let me know. I have a friend that does Airbnbs. Maybe we can get one big ass Airbnb and just throw one big ass songwriting sesh. It would be amazing. I would love it. My house is way too small to house all you guys. If it were big enough, trust me, we'd have one big songwriting sesh in the Monroe mansion. But yeah, I got 4 cats in like one room. So but all right guys, I appreciate you guys so much for coming through. Thank you guys for hanging out with me and Adam. Like, it was so great to have him on here and kind of break down some of the more basic, the fundamentals of copyright and IP and all that. But thank you guys for showing out always when we have a guest, and I will see you guys next week. Don't forget what I always say. Don't ever let nobody discourage you guys. Always, keep creating. Never give up. Always celebrate your little victories. I'm going to end the night on that. And I appreciate you guys. Thank you for coming to the review room. Show me some love. Mentioning my song in front of Adam. Why y'all do me like that?
Yeah, it's a new era, I don't find like that. Yeah. I had things to take care of, but I'm flying right back. No, things never go how you planned them. Lie to my face, man, I don't understand that. it, I'm doing it. I won't play pretend. Tell me about it. You're running your mouth in and running away. Yeah, you stay running away. You showed me you doubt me. If you leave without me, it won't be the same. At least not the same. But I'm fine like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I had to say a little prayer, get my mind right. Yeah, yeah. Welcome me in just to step me. Claim that you did it because of your family. Wow. Wonder what changed since you had me over at your place. The trash talk, they daddy now. Over at your place, the trash talk, they daddy now. Over at your place, at your place, at your place, at your place. Cause I don't even care what you did. Fuck that shit, won't do it again. I don't even care, I handled it, I'm doing it. I won't play pretend. You tell me about it, you're running your mouth in and running away. You showed me you doubt me. If you leave without me, it won't be the same. Cause I'll fly right back. Cry me a river, babe, I'll cry right back. You wanna leave? Well, I'm fine by that. Said a little prayer, got my mind right, yeah. I had to say all of these things to emphasize my track. And I can say that I forgive for all the time I spent. Let you play me once again, how could I be mad? Told me not to trust you, what did I expect? Things never go how you planned them. Lie to my face, man, I don't understand that, no. Don't make me go on these tangents. Make me feel crazy and act like you held me down. Make me feel crazy and act like you held me down. Make me feel crazy, so crazy, so crazy, so crazy. I don't even care. Make me feel crazy, crazy, so crazy, so crazy. But I don't even care. Make me feel crazy, so crazy, so crazy, so crazy.
Who's still in here? Show yourself. Who's still in here? Tell me who you are. Tell me who you are.
She said she want a vibe, so I wrote one. Said she want the green, so we smoke what she likes. She gets. She said she had a man, but he's gone now. Always telling men they need to calm down. She rides. We trip. And she'll tell it like it is. And she don't sugarcoat it. Know what she worth and she don't need controlling. Smart, beautiful, she live life in the moment. No wasting time, so I ask her what she wanted. She said she want a vibe, so I wrote one. Said she want the green, so we smoke what she likes. She gets. She said she had a man, but he's gone now. Always telling men they need to calm down. She rides. We trip. She said she want a vibe, so I wrote one. Said she want the green, so we smoke what she likes. She gets. No, 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 no. Said she had a man, but he's gone now. Always telling men they need to calm down. She rides. We trip. Dime lo que quieres. Sabes que no tengo solo un tipo de mujer. Solo quiero verte, date lo que quieres, nunca tener que perderte. Estoy feliz de conocerte. Te prometo que te veré antes de jueves si fume y tú bebes. Dime si tú te atreves. She said she want a vibe, so I wrote one. Said she want the green, so we smoke what she likes. She gets. She said she had a man, but he's gone now. Always telling men they need to calm down. She rides. We trip. She said she want a vibe, so I wrote one. Said she want the green, so we smoke what she likes. gets.